Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a lovely assistant working the camera today, my darling fiance Erica. And today I'm going to show you a little bit about doing body work on the main part of the M35s that usually need body work, which is the fenders. I've got an assortment of tools here, just the normal stuff that I use to do body work. What we've got is a pair of tinner's pliers. These are good for straightening edges, a tinner's hammer, a body hammer. I knew that was going to happen. And I've got two different kind of dollies. Nothing in particular, just whatever works best for the contour you're trying to get in. Let's set this up here. This is good for getting in tight areas and behind things. This is good for flat panels. If you want to come over here, I'll show you what we're working on. We've got two small dents here right beside where the marker light mounts, and I've never been able to do anything with it because the light is here and there's a backer on behind it. So I spent all day today kind of cleaning the fender up, needle scaling it, sanding it, welding up a couple of rust holes. Now I want to take this dent out. So these fenders are pretty thick sheet metal and they're easy to work. The way you want to take out a dent usually is if you can get to the back of it, which you can see here, and we'll go ahead and lay the fender down so you can see it a little better. You can see the back of it right here. You want to use whatever side of the hammer that fits in there better. In this case it would be the smaller. The larger is going to interfere with the backing plate there. So we're going to use the small hammer, and we're not just going to use this to tap it out, okay? We're going to use this dolly on the back side. And the reason we're using this dolly and not just knocking the dent out with the hammer is this is a heavy, flatter surface for the metal to impact. So it keeps it from stretching and it keeps it from bowing out and making an outward dent instead. So let's go ahead and give it a little love and see what we get. And you don't have to really hit this stuff hard, you're just tapping on it, okay? You're not trying to move all the metal in one or two taps. You're just working it, and it's already come out quite a bit just with just that. I'm using moderate pressure on the dolly behind it. You don't have to push real hard, just enough to keep it from really bouncing back off the steel. It's coming out a little more every time I hit it. Now, if you want to work small areas, you see what I just did, and it's habit. You don't want to use the corner of this. What you want to do, if you need to get in a real defined area, is you use the tinner's hammer or use a body hammer that's actually meant for that. There's a lot of different types of body hammers. I've just only got the one. So what we're going to do now is that dent is really small. It's like the size of a fingertip, and it's kind of oblong. So I'm going to try to get just that. Yep, it's actually working pretty well. And see, we're not beating up everything around it either. Now, you're never going to get, let's see the progress we've made already. That's almost completely out. You're never going to get a dent like this completely out once it's in there. You know, the metal stretches and you can never get it back exactly like it was to begin with. But if you're that worried about it, that's what body filler's for. That's how body shops have always done it. They either use body filler or lead back in the day to fill in imperfections. So just kind of trying to pick some of this paint that's left in here out. Usually in a dent like this, before you go and try to knock the dent out, you want to grind the paint out of it or remove it otherwise. Just lets you get a little more of the dent out if you don't have paint in it. Now I'm going to use this small section and kind of lay it in the dent and hit it a couple times. See if I can't get it to shrink that a little bit. Yep, that actually worked really well. So now I'm going to switch over to the flat side of the engineer's hammer, and it's got a little more weight to it than the body hammer does. Kind of easier to work with sometimes, but well, you see there are certain places you can't get with it that you can with the body hammer. That's why the arms on it are extended. Yeah, that's not working, not anymore, not for that. So now we'll go back to the body hammer. We're just going to try to work it a little bit more. Yeah. I'll knock everything over. Let's see what we got.
Want to smell?
I'm gonna come around here and we'll show you how it came out. Now, it's not perfectly smooth, but if you run your hand over it, it's not bad anymore. Once I grind that paint out, I'll put probably a real small skim coat of body filler on that. I may just clean the paint off and prime it and leave it. Then it's not that bad. It's an army truck. It's not supposed to be perfect. But that's a little bit of what I wanted to show you guys specifically about removing dents. I've seen guys take these fenders that are completely crushed in and straighten them out and make them look perfect again. These are, like I said, they're thick, so they're really easy to work with. I'll show you straightening an edge with those fender pliers. Almost the last thing that's going there. Okay, tinner's pliers. You look over here, we've got an edge that's pretty non-uniform, so to speak. It's kind of straight here, but it gets all wavy. So you use these tinner's pliers, and you just clamp it, crimp it, and you can.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they don't always work, but if you can just manipulate the stuff, it works better if you heat the stuff first. But with sheet metal, well, these came in a sheet metal worker set, but they're made for like soldering stuff together and bending edges like that, not for body work in particular. And then you can also use a broader, flatter dolly like this one for stuff like this. You can get up and use the large size hammer. See how much more uniform that is than it was before? You can also use the side of the dolly. So you can take out small little divots like that you can't do anything with the pliers. Looks like it came out. Yeah, pretty much. End of the day, though, you got to realize that these things are 50 years old. They've been used and abused. Nothing's ever going to be quite straight on them again, unless you've got a lot of time and a lot of money to put into them, and you're going to make it a show winner. You know, good is good enough. That wouldn't pass for factory, but it passes for my liking. So, guys, I hope this has been helpful to you. I'm glad to show you all the little things that I know. If you got any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below, and I'll try to make a video on whatever else, or just answer the question for you. don't forget to check out our sponsors listed in the description below. They make a lot of this stuff possible. Like and subscribe to the video and the channel, and appreciate you watching. Until next time, I don't know. Stay cool, I guess. Thanks.